For performing COT analysis, you need first to go to the Kinematics to import the CAD file. You can select this from the UOT or COT setup. Click on Kinematic CAD file, which works both on the CPU and GPU. Select your desired CAD file and click on Open. You need also to accept and import the geometrical data. It's easily you can select these three icons here. So we will do it again. And then again select the CAD file. So the software asks you to select the scale of your geometry. If your dimensions are based on the centimeter, millimeter, or meter, you could adjust and scale the overall size of the CAD file. I put here 0.01. So all of the dimensions will be multiplied by this value. And this radius of a geometry is a length, a scale of the CAD file. Click on OK, and the setup will be made. So you will see the main CAD file here at the center of the window and a couple of the buttons at the right side to determine the kinematics and some adjustment parameters at the left side and adjustment parameters for the laser head at the below of this figure. You could also use the mouse button to rotate this CAD file. Use a right click to zoom in or zoom out, and the other side of the mouse for rotating the shapes. You could also use the keyboard arrows to rotate the shapes. You could also select the control and arrow on the keyboard to move it along the side, or use the shift and arrow to rotate it like that. You could eventually use all of these buttons here, which about the changing the position of the camera after this scene. For example, with this clicking on this icon, you could rotate it like that. Or with this icon, you could change the lightening angle. Or with this icon, you could move it. This is a standard button from the software. You could toggle in and out the lights. And you could change the perspective and the isometric view here. So, to define a path, you could select this icon, which is accept new path. Or if you would like to remove the path, you could select change point of the path. You could see all of the definitions, all of these buttons in the help of the software. Help of the software exists here on the help and documents. You could see all the definition of these buttons here. So here we simply create a path. To do that, we need to create the very simple path with this slider. So if you move this slider, you will see that a plane will be made. It's currently at this position. The intersection of this plane and the CAD geometry will create a path. I change the size of this plane with this slider, you could also select I change the size of this plane with this slider. You could also select the value and click on enter. For example, I click 1, and then the size would be changed like that. With this arrow at the left side, you could rotate it along the main axis, and with the right side, you could move it. So rotation around the x-axis, and moving also around the x-axis. If you would like to see the axis, you could click on Shift and P on the keyboard, and then if you do that, you will see the main axis appears here. So I try to move this plane toward the center of the shapes. So the arrows will be heated and from one side to the another leg of this rectangle. For checking that, you could select an Add New Path, and you will see how this looks like. So as you see, the rays are coming from the blue part toward the yellow part. So from here at this shapes from the top side toward the bottom side. And when you click on OK, you will see the path is generated. And you will see this is the roller. And the CAD in front here. These points are the Eulerian points, which are in front of the roller. And the rest of the points are the Lagrangian point that the roller moves along these locations. You could use this slider to move the roller. If you would like to further modify the path, you could select the change point of the path, and this path will be removed. And then you could rotate and move this plane to adjust the path. You could also change the guidelines, which is the number of the lines which are heated from the one side of this rectangle toward the other side. I change it to 50, and this factor would divide between each of these 50 rays or points and divide it to 3 to make it more points, to have more points along the path. I can change it to 1 and again see the result. You will see we have a less few number of the points on the path. Finally, if you would like to select the laser directions, you could move this laser location hit, which is this node. Click on Head Align the Target and click on the Put Laser. So you will see from the blue point it irradiated toward the red point. You could change the location of the blue point and again click on Put Laser. And you see, this is the location of the laser toward the roller. And you will see all of the orientations of the laser head here. You could add different functionality to these kinematics, but at this moment, I would like to finish it by starting and finishing at the positions. So we assume that the starting position is here and the finish position are at the end somewhere here. To move the laser along the roller, we need to click on Adaptive Laser Positions. If you move it like that, the laser head does not move. So what we need to do is first click on Laser Head Rotations to make sure that the laser head rotations is accurate, and then click on Adaptive Laser Position and Directions. And then when we move this slider, the whole system will move. And you will see the steps of the roller here. We could then select the Finish and Save Path Info. And select the name that you would like to save.